Good evening, everybody. Okay, so first of all, welcome to this channel if you're new here. All day I've been trying to think, what am I going to say here tonight? Because those that know my husband Mark and I well know that for the last 7 months we have spoken almost daily about the situation in Gaza. And we always talk about it together. And then I have my Instagram account where I post things and where I don't post things. Because so many things that I want to post that I don't. Just to give you a little bit of background, my father is 90 years old and he's Jordanian. And he is an immigrant here for the last, 60 years. Very proud immigrant, loves this country, also loves his own country, which of course borders Israel and the West Bank. And so very much from a family point of view, blood point of view, I've been very engaged in the whole nightmare, but also just as a human being. And in our morning show, we often talk about, what's happening, reporting on the news. And I was saying to Mark earlier today, that's my husband in case you're new to the channel, what would be the point of me doing something where I talk on YouTube? What would be the extra point of it? Because with my Instagram and with the Coffee Morning, what we really want to do, because there's such a failing in the Western media, we're just wanting to help inform people of what's going on. But I think what my place would be within this kind of content would be how heartbreaking it all is. Because, when you look around, there's people, incredible people that have been influencers previously, people who, may have just put fluffy cats and fun things on their Instagram and that have completely dedicated their Instagrams, their social media platforms to the cause. And, often with very strong connections to Palestine. And there's a lot of rage, totally understandable. And there's a lot of the facts and the figures and the addressing the history and the need to educate people. Many, many people want to be educated because they just had no idea how long this had been going on for. 76 years this has been going on for. And also you see a lot of people that are very traumatized. So we all see the videos of the trauma actually for people firefighting in Gaza, firefighting to save their lives day to day, food, water, shelter, displacement over and over again. Horrific. But then also you're seeing, early this morning, I saw an American woman married to a Palestinian in the West Bank who just heard that an entire family that she knew had been wiped out. And she was traumatized, totally traumatized. And it was just heartbreaking. And then there's that place where I think I am so often in. Where I'm in such shock. It's destabilized everything. My friendships, my ambitions, my relationship with everything really, my relationship with the world, my relationship with all politicians at the moment, my relationship with trust. How you always think that there's a grown-up somewhere, either on the world stage or in your own country with your own government. So there's a grown-up somewhere around the back sorting something out here, and then you realise there are no fucking grown-ups. Like, I know that might sound really naive and stupid, but I was talking to a journalist a while back and they said to me, I just, I am not a naive person, but I feel so naive because I just can't believe what's happening and how zero action is being taken to help the Palestinians. Every day, every single day, a number of times I will have something that I'm going to post on my stories or on my feed, and I'll put all the captions on, I'll do everything, and then I just take it down. Because I look again at the video and I think it is so traumatic what we are seeing. This is so traumatic. And I am desperate to post it so people can see just how awful it is, but then I don't, because somehow it seems so wrong to strip those people of their dignity any further, dehumanize them any further. Also, I'm panic-stricken about somebody I show them something on my social media and they are so horrified and disgusted that they totally turn away from the cause. That's the thing, isn't it? How do we keep people aware of what's going on? Because I'm telling you now, when it finally all comes out of just what a genocide this has been, people are going to feel dreadful that they didn't engage. And the thing is now, if anyone in the world thinks that this situation isn't going to impact on the rest of the world, there is going to be a tsunami, a political tsunami across the world from this. Anyway, to go back to what I was thinking today on what would be the place for another video on YouTube, I said to Mark, I think I'm just going to talk about what broke my heart today. 6:30 this morning, I woke up, I couldn't sleep. And it was put on the radio. And the first sentence I heard on the BBC was, a UN representative has been killed in Gaza, not a Palestinian, an international partner. And I was like, wow, she said that out loud. She actually said that out loud. Now, I know what she meant, but I know what she meant. Do you know what I mean? What broke my heart, and this is going to be weird what I say here now, what else broke my heart today was watching that video again of the settlers jumping and stamping and tearing the food and water bottles off the aid truck and just stamping and shouting and dancing. And I looked at their faces and I felt so fucking sorry for them, because a lot of them were so young, and I thought, what has been done to your minds that you can gleefully stamp on the aid that is trying to get through to the starving, and they are starving people who are your neighbours, who 75 years ago welcomed with open arms. I felt so sad for those settlers. But I just thought, what kind of human beings are you? Where are you going to end up in your souls and in your minds? What kind of parent are you going to be? What kind of friend? What kind of uncle or auntie? What sort of person can do that? And what have you been told right from your mother's knee? What's been whispered into your ears to make you have such hate? Yeah. The Zionist settlers broke my heart today. They really broke my heart, because what kind of a childhood did you have that you could smash up a food aid truck and then dance and sing? Just have to believe that humanity is not lost. We just have to keep praying and praying and praying. I'm not even religious, but I tell you what, I've started praying, and I have no religion to really comfort me, but yeah. When I look at my 90-year-old dad today, he popped round for a cup of tea with my mum, and I told them the story of not a Palestinian UN representative, an international UN representative. I told my mum and dad, and I wished straight afterwards that I hadn't, because my dad just held he held his head down. It just fucking broke my heart. But I just have such a need to share more. I know for lots of people, you'll be like me, where nobody really wants to engage, even your closest friends, your oldest friends, your dearest friends. They just can't. And I just don't want to hear anyone appease me. That's the thing. I don't want to be appeased. And I think that's why a lot of my friends avoid talking to me about it, because they can't say to me that it's okay, because it's not okay. And so I feel so distanced from people that don't want to engage, because it's just such a big part of me. And I know lots of you that will be listening to this and watching this will identify with that. So maybe that soothes us all. And it's funny how differently it affects everybody, isn't it? Like, my sister Dina is she's going through, we all do it, don't we? We go through the rage phase, then you go back to just the sad phase, then you go to the rage phase, then you go to the depressed phase, then you go to the fucking hell, I can't believe it. And it's just a never-ending circle, round and round. Just trying to find your feet. And my sister Dina is very much at the rage. She just... Sometimes I have to laugh. So the early morning rage texts that I get, just like so frustrated, As you see another video and another video and another video and another video. And I don't know if anybody else feels the same. Please do comment below. Some days when I think I'm just not going to engage with it at all, I just think, who are you to say that? Does anyone in Gaza get a day off? Do you feel that sometimes? Do you? Do you feel that sometimes too? I do. Anyway, just thought I would do some videos. What breaks my heart today? Because then it'd be nice if you comment below and share with what breaks your heart. I mean, there's 1,000 videos in my head that break my heart, but I've crystallised it down. I've thought all day, what am I going to talk about? So I was going to do this video much earlier, and then you have to go to the root source. And those young people gleefully smashing up that aid, they broke my heart. Because you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. You're never going to change a person's opinion that can do something like that. So, yeah. They left me hopeless, really. Left me a bit hopeless for their souls. Anyway. Don't even know if I'll post this, actually. It might just be too maudlin or mawkish or whatever. I'm just waffling, but... Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Stop the genocide.